Oh shit, man, I was fucking around on the stand rope. I'm not even filming it. Watching the camera again. I'd almost rather practice than not fucking film it. But screw it. I ain't gonna make no money off of YouTube. I don't. That's kind of my hopes of fucking filming it anyways. Just get enough people that maybe encourage them to practice with me. I'm not trying to teach anybody anything. I'm just trying to encourage people to practice. You know, if you watch what I do, you can learn. You know, that's a pretty good kick. Bang. That hit you, it wouldn't feel good. Crescent kick. Bang. Front kick. This is a great way to train your kicks, you know, for accuracy, or your punches. I like the rope. You know, see, I gave all those points covered, you know, in here. And I see how I stick to it, like it's just something trying to hit me. Bam, bam. I like it because you got to keep adjusting and moving. You know, you got to kind of constantly feel where you got done underneath your punches, where you can blast them good with some power. Either palms, kicks, they're the same. Like when you kick through something. That's what I do here. That's what rope's good. Knots are the target. And, you know, I mean, they got to be careful because I don't want to break shit in my house. But oh, nice kick. Front kick. Oh, missed that one. Took my eyes off the target. Probably should bring that fucker back behind me when I bring it back. Guess I don't have to. I can punch off that one. Oh. I've been stretching a lot, so my kicks have been getting better. Some days I can't do much cardio. My heart's bothering me or something. So I don't do as much stuff like this. I try to do this in the morning right after, I don't know, maybe an hour or so after I take my medicine. And I seem to be my best in the morning. When I try to make videotapes, I get really, really tired out in my afternoon and evening practice. My evening practice ends up being mostly stretching, yoga, boring shit, gross old man sticking his butt up in the air type shit that I would hope nobody would want to watch. But now in the morning I try to get this stuff in. Get my kung fu practice in. I'm watching the camera again. I fucking miss big time whenever I watch the camera. Oh no, cover up. I keep watching the camera. I want to see what I look like. That's a mistake. I have to learn all this shit. I don't know shit about filming anything. I don't know how to film Kung Fu stuff at all. I'm pretty good at Kung Fu. At least I can knock someone's teeth out quick. I might not be the best Wing Chun person in the world, but I have fast, powerful hands from Chinese martial arts. Pretty sensitive hands too. I don't get really hit too much. I mean, sometimes I get smacked, but not too much. I don't get like black eyes or nothing. I might get the half of my head smacked or something. But I'm pretty well covered up usually. Because I believe in covering up, protecting my vitals. Elbows, 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 elbows. Some arts don't. You know, they don't, like, some stick their head way out. I mean, I see these, I guess it's like some calisthenic trainings. You want that because you're wanting to stretch your back and stuff and get your back into it. But the reality is, even if you got a good punch or something, you might miss. So, if I miss, oh shit, what's going to happen? I'm going to get cocked. If I'm not, kind of like this, or tucked up, or have, this stuff up, he's going to fucking deck me. So, I'm always thinking, if I can touch someone, he can touch me. And don't matter how fast I am, he might trick me, which that could happen, man. I got pretty fast hands, and someone that maybe their hands are just as fast, maybe not quite as fast, but maybe they're slick. Now they can trick you, So everything's kind of important, I think. You need to be able to cover up in case you make a mistake, in case I miss. Oh shit, I just left myself open. Well, fuck it, I can at least fucking get back out. And I got some semblance of protection. I'm covering up my vitals. I'm, making sure I'm not getting ear slapped. I'm making sure I'm not getting hit in the throat. I'm making sure no one's putting their fucking thumbs in my eyes or something, or kicking me in the groin. I turn this stuff in, or I can pick my leg up if they're gonna do one of these or sweep. Everything I do is most of my kung fu is all close quarter fighting. It's essentially clinch fighting. It's everything that starts to happen when you start touching, start grabbing and holding and striking, kind of wrestling and striking, kind of wrestling, trying to, get out of the other guy's hold, maybe get your hold on him, throw him down, hit him. Beat the hell out of him, break his arm, whatever. I never really went for submissions, just fucking, that was kind of bad, I guess. Because I mean, if it's a real fight, why would you try to submit the guy? You know, if you're trying, like if you're sparring with your buddy and you don't want to break your buddy's arm or hurt him real bad, yeah, that's definitely, you know, you got that. That's your butt with your buddy. You got that, you know. But in reality, man, I just try to rip that fucking arm off. If I was an MMA fighter, I mean, I'd just try to win. I don't, you know, I mean, of course the guy taps when the ref comes and the ref notices it and breaks me off him, I'd let go, of course. It's like, you know, you have to, but because of the rules, but I don't really like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that much. I like catch wrestling and Shuai Jiao and Judo better. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has good tactics, some good tactics, so definitely worked for the Elder Gracies pretty well. And a lot of other people have done very well with it. I mean, you know, according to a lot of people, everything changed in 19 whatever it was. I hear martial artists say that, and I'm like, man, dude, what the fuck are you guys talking about, man? You know, I always had fucking ground fighting and shit. Not like the Gracies use where they fight off their back, but yeah, fucking getting someone down, holding them down, and beating the shit out of them, yeah. Having, you know, position to where you can beat the hell out or put a fucking hold on them. Put a hold on them, strangle them, choke them out, you know. Yeah, they didn't want nothing to do with the other fighters, like the catch wrestlers and shit like that. They only wanted to fight point karate guys and kickboxers, guys that didn't know how to ground fight. You know, and of course they're gonna fucking beat them guys because you know they don't know what to do. They don't do that kind of thing. All they do is practice punching. You know, they don't practice wrestling. That, you know, I don't know. That whole early first UFCs were so fucking shady, man. They were cool, but it's a lot better now that Dana White took it over, I think. He actually turned it into something, into a sport. It's pretty good. And the fighters are getting taken care of, and, you know, and actually turned it into a respectable sport. Because mixed martial arts is fucking awesome, man. You know, I consider myself a mixed martial artist. It's just at this stage in my game, in my life, I've mostly, you know, practiced Wing Chun and Tai Chi and things like that, and largely because I'm old and ill. If I was still in peak physical condition, or I could get out on the mats and fucking get slammed and slam and get beat up and shit, I'd be out there. But I can't. Reality is I can't. So something arts like this is better for me. That's why I practice. Been concentrating more on like Kung Fu and Kabuto. I did do a lot of jiu-jitsu and judo. I do like grappling sports. They are fun. I like this because I'll use this, you know, I can kind of control the rope, so I touch it with my pinky, Hook it like that a little bit. Keep from getting away from me. Oh, that was a bad one. That was better. Should have slashed it more. Bang. That leg's always got to be ready because it's already ready. You don't want to. I never really put my weight too much on any leg because I'm always worried about takedowns and shit. So when kicking my legs, my teacher used to kick my legs out in front of everybody, and I'd fall on my face and shit. I'd go like, oh, gotta remember to keep your balance. Switch back and forth. You know, someone can grab your leg up and throw you down at any time. Someone can kick your legs out at any time. Someone that's got hard kicks that can kick hard. You know, we've all seen that. So you gotta be ready to move that fucker back and be ready to hit too. You know, when you get the hip and the feet down and stuff, bam, launch off that shit. Spring off it. Yeah, you gotta make your body real springy. You know, a lot of stretching, a lot of stretching. A lot of stretching. Stretching, yoga type exercises, and any kind of weightlifting too. Weightlifting that involves a lot of stretching is what I recommend for fighters. I mean, powerlifting's good too, you know, but I think for fighters, probably any kind of like weightlifting that involves anything to where you have to stretch the body and use strength in it at the same time. I think it's probably better for a fighter. All that mobility stuff you see guys doing now, those animal moves and stuff, yeah, that's good stuff, man. Get as mobile as you can. Get to where you can move good, to where someone can't hardly fucking hit you, and you can just crack them with fucking lightning bolts. It seems like. Knock them the fuck out at any time. Like Silva, man. Anderson Silva. He was fucking good back in the day. I liked him. There's so many amazing fighters now. It's fucking unreal. This is good practice for old men. This would probably be good practice for anyone, really. I mean, when you don't have no one to work you out, if you don't have no one to hold mitts for you or do that shit, and you're by yourself, and you know you want to work out, put a fucking damn rope on. You know, put it in your damn garage. You know, I mean, don't matter if you fucking break it. It's a damn rope. Who cares? You can even put. I thought about taking tennis balls. I might do this, yeah. And put them on ropes. I had softball, but I started using my other weapons on it, and I ended up breaking the softball. That was cool. That was cool, smacking that thing and hitting it, and trying to block it when it bounced back at you because there's a little weight to it. I also make this thing too, but I haven't really dialed it out yet. I kind of like it. This thing will whack you if you're not careful. If you hit it, it'll spin around and crack you. I'll put it up eventually. I gotta take one of the bags down though. So I can only put 3 bags at a time here. This is a nice little practice area. To look outside at my garden. I always did practice Kung Fu in the kitchen. I learned most of my Kung Fu in the kitchen. I learned some very, very painful fucking lessons, and my teacher used to like to beat me up in there. He would be working out, and not really beat me up. I mean, he didn't hurt me or anything, but while he was teaching me, he's pretty rough at times. He wanted to make sure I learned well, and he'll say, I'd be sitting there, and hey man, I was sitting here and somebody fucking tried something on me. What do you think I could do? And I'd start thinking, and we'd start talking. I'll say, hey man, go ahead, try something, do something, just do whatever you want to do. And I would, and he'd slap the shit out of me, and I'd end up tangled up in the corner, wondering how the fuck did he put that technique on me, and with his foot on my neck, and he's just sitting there in his chair, like, oh, what the fuck just happened to me? I mean, I was pretty good at like boxing and kickboxing and shit like that, and he'd use Wing Chun and Tai Chi on me and fuck me up, I'm like, nah, shit. I'm like, I can knock this old motherfucker's head off. I really wanted to, but when I tried, that ain't happening, man. He'd kick that crap out of me. And that's what he mostly used. He'd use stickiness, and that you find in both Wing Chun and Tai Chi. Tai Chi uses stickiness too. But I think the Tai Chi is a little kinder than Wing Chun. Wing Chun, maybe not. I don't know. I think Tai Chi has more wrist locks and more grappling moves and stuff. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know where one begins and one ends because I learned both of them together, and they're kind of just one art to me. I just try and think of it as Chinese martial arts. They're both awesome, pretty awesome. I like Tai Chi a lot. So I like doing meditation. I don't know everything about Tai Chi because I kind of learned the Tai Chi Manist style, and it's not necessarily like a pure Tai Chi style. Like maybe like a Yang or a Chun, or there's so many different forms of Tai Chi now. But Chinese martial arts. That sucker's getting away from me. I should have turned. That was bad. How was I like this? Like this? I'll have to rewatch that. It was here. I could have went here, done something like that. I could have. Done one of these. Yeah, trip them. Do that one where you step in behind them and take them down. Uproot. That is a good takedown. Man, I think Wing Chun has lots of good use for wrestling. Do you think more jiu-jitsu people would learn it? I bet they'd like it, the sticking hands and stuff. Especially when they get, hey, open it up, start throwing your jiu-jitsu, do your jiu-jitsu techniques in with your Chin-na and shit. Or not Chin-na, but sticking hands, Chi-sao. Start throwing, adding different takedown drills on it. And do some sticking hands where you get the back, take the back, maybe get, something like this, and you sit down and get the person down on the ground. And then start working into different grappling drills. Just make it, continue it on as a kung fu exercise or whatever. Or jiu-jitsu. Well, I guess it would, whatever the person's main art is. Me, if I did something like that, I'd call it kung fu or Wing Chun because that's mostly what I've done. That's what I'm known for teaching. And that's what I would call it. You know, it wouldn't be wrong for it because, you know, Kung Fu styles, they have wrestling in them. They have grappling in them. And it's perfectly fine to outsource from other styles. You know? Is that a good way to look at it? Outsourcing, borrowing from them. Borrow from them, you know, kind of like that Jet Kune Do attitude. If you're lacking in something, you know, and borrow it from them and add it to, you know, if you think your art needs that. Which I do. I think you should learn to grapple. I think you should learn everything you can. I think you should learn weapons, including firearms. Be just as good with knives as the Filipino guys. And that's just how I think. I suppose I have a Jet Kune Do type of mentality, even though I'm not a Jet Kune Do guy. Bang. Flick it back down, crack like that. Boom, boom, boom. Time I got. Yeah, almost got a half hour. Yay. Pretty good exercise. Might as well take a little break. Have a drink of coffee. Have a drink of my unique special coffee from Walmart that I drink in a red plastic cup because I'm a highfalutin yuppie person. Or not. I guess I'm a hillbilly. I haven't got a CV. I wish I could afford all that expensive coffee. Some of that shit is fucking good, man. My buddy, I go over to his house, he's got the good shit. But he ain't on the welfare. He can afford it. No, I'm just joking. Oh, man. I start getting tired out after about a half hour, especially if I work a little hard. Oh shit. Yeah. Some people like to make fun of me because I'm sick, but man, it's not fucking easy to fucking keep practicing when you don't feel good. But if I quit practicing, then I'll drop over dead probably. So that's why I try to practice every morning. I don't tape every morning though. I don't really even like taping my practice, but I figured, I might as well. And I'm do it anyway, so I might as well put it out there. And if enough people like it, how I practice, maybe I can get paid for it, and then I won't be poor anymore. I'm not a traditional Wing Chun guy. I don't even like traditional. I mean, I do like it, but I don't squabble over lineages and bullshit that I see a lot of people do, or a lot of the way people act. But I like Kung Fu. I've been doing different forms of Kung Fu since I was a kid, and I like it. Now I'm old, and I pretty much, I can't do crazy ass monkey Kung Fu stuff anymore. I can't, so I like doing something I can still do, and Wing Chun's perfect for it. Wing Chun and Tai Chi, they're both cool. I've known both of them for a long time. I mean, I don't know everything, but I know I could definitely master either Wing Chun or Tai Chi pretty easily. So I've decided, for whatever many years I live, that's what I'm gonna, for the rest of my life, that's what I'm gonna try to do. It's one of those, kind of both of those two, maybe like, let's just say internal Chinese martial arts, because I don't really like to be too stylistic. It's not good to be able to be nailed down as this or that, I think. It's better just to be an is. If that makes sense. An is, or a this or that. Is a this or that an is? Well, an is can be a this or that. But an is ain't no ought. For those people that like philosophy I don't understand, be honest. I mean, I understand some of it, but a lot of it I don't. Some of it I do, some of it I don't. I always like the is and the ought thing. Well, whoever that dude was that made that up, I thought it was cool. An is ain't an ought, and an ought ain't an is. And Kung Fu is an is. It is. Zen is. Just is. It's meditation. It just is something you can do. I guess. Maybe that'd make it a verb. What is it? What the fuck is that even mean? All this shit. I should have paid attention in school, I guess. And then I guess I'd know what words mean. Instead of how to kick hard. And I'd be able to run the computers and make a YouTube channel like these other people do. But I spent all my time practicing Kung Fu. Probably should have spent more time sometimes, I think. Get tired of start letting my hands down. Probably help a lot with centerline theory too. You know, if you imagine this is a rope, person standing in front of you, or maybe this is their fist coming at you, or that could be a kick. You know, good way for people to practice, and something that's more, you know, just by you want to practice a little by yourself. I mean, all it takes is a rope, a little bit of tape, one of these things. You know, it's nothing special, and a little eyelet that it hooks into. Put it in a tree branch or whatever. Take it to a park. Something, you know, it's not hurting the tree. I don't see why a ranger would be mad about it, as long as you take it with you. They might say something. I've never took this to the park before with me. I don't know what they'd say. I think they'd probably be, I'd do it though. I mean, tell me, take it down, take it down. They usually are pretty cool though, as long as you're not vandalizing or hurting anything. They're pretty cool people. As I talk to the rangers, start getting tired, it gets hard to talk. I'm gonna whack myself. I think it's coming back. I hit my elbow there. That fucker almost got me. I stopped it there, but it almost got me. This is fun. Put heavier weights in this, so it'd even be more fun, more challenging, because then it'd be faster. This is good enough for me. And if you probably put like different kinds of balls on this, like say softballs and tennis balls, and where it weighed different, give it a different feeling. And when it does fuck you up, and when you do fuck up and it smacks you, you feel it. Oh, what do I do now? I get smacked. No, I go like that, you know? You start adding that when you like say something does hit you, you just go like that. You start to develop that reflex. And that's useful. Circle head. Circle head Wing Chun. Why not? I mean, do you want to have your head taken off? You know, people say, oh, that's not Wing Chun. You know, to me, Wing Chun is not getting your head knocked off. So if I move my head out of the way and I don't get my head knocked off, that's motherfucking Wing Chun as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I mean, in wrestling too, you'd use that too. Like if someone's trying to get that hold like this on you behind your neck, you use that same to get out of it. You know, maybe grab them or something, push them back. If it's a real fight, you fucking hit them and kick them. Me, I probably get my ass kicked. I run for my life and try to get my pistol or knife out because I know I'm fucked because I'm pretty sick and don't have very good cardio. Whew. But, you know, I mean, man, Wing Chun works good in a lot of ways, so I think it does. I mean, it's not the ultimate fucking fighting art. I mean, what the fuck is, man? But is it one of them? Is it? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's right in there. I think it's right in there with fucking Muay Thai and judo and boxing and kickboxing. Because, I mean, it influenced martial arts. It influenced MMA. Constantly see people using methods of its concepts And you constantly hear people in MMA say, "Yeah, I'm into Jet Kundo or this or that." I mean, what you call it, Jones, man. I mean, he's one of the things he's into. He's just into kicking ass, man. And if you're into kicking ass and fighting, then Wing Chun should be one of the things you learn. It really should be, because it has a lot of good stuff in it that's useful for anyone, I think. Does it have to be your main art? No. I mean, I kind of chose it as that, but it doesn't mean other people have to. But it's useful. It has useful stuff in it. It has useful stuff for Muay Thai fighters, even. That could benefit from, because they use stickiness like crazy. They use those elbows like that, and they're freaking awesome. That's my favorite. I don't think you need to create a sport Wing Chun, because you kind of already have it in something like Muay Thai, I think, or a sport Kung Fu, sport like Sanshao. I think you already have it in Muay Thai, because I mean that stuff's just awesome. I mean, the way they stick and they clinch, and how they throw and trip in the clinch, and that strength in their back and their centers. It's just, I admire the hell out of them. Muay Thai fighters. Most of those guys are my heroes. Other than, I like Shaolin Kung Fu and stuff like that too. But as far as my sport heroes, those guys I'd say are it. As well as the UFC fighters too, but MMA fighters, whatever. I guess that's is that Tai Chi Manus? That fucking elbow like that? God, that fucking hurt. Wang. I guess that's kind of Wing Chun. I don't know. What does it really matter? I always like the way Manus used the forearms. Wing Chun pretty much does the same thing. They're slashing elbows. Oh, that feels so damn good doing that exercise. My back needs that. Fist. Soft hand, hard hand. Could go kind of hard on this hand. This hand might be. All right, I'll move. got, oh, no, I don't got an hour. I got 50 minutes. Oh, shit. It's hard for me to make an hour tape. It's hard for me to make it through an hour, I'll tell you the truth. But it's good for me. I could never make, like if I was practicing with, shit.